Hi, welcome to this week's new product post at proto-pic. We have the Astar. Now this is a small 32U4 based microcontroller. It's tiny compared to what you would normally be used to with something like my Arduino here. As you can see, the size of it is tiny, though this has the same computing power as this board. Now on there you've got a micro USB connection on the end. This unit comes supplied with the pin headers as well. You will need to solder these in if you wish to use them. You've got a 6-way header there should you wish to use the in-circuit serial programmer, and you've got pin headers here for going along the either side, whether you're putting this onto a breadboard or into your final design. The board has got 32K of flash, 2.5K of RAM and 1K of EEPROM space. The flash memory, you have 28K of that available, as the rest of it is taken up with an Arduino compatible bootloader, which is ideal if you've programmed with Arduino before. You can use these directly. Just plug it into the IDE, choose the Leonardo, which this is basically a clone of, and then you can have the full capability of programming this using the nice and easy Arduino IDE. Next up we have this WeatherWhs 40 low temperature soldering iron. As low temperatures, it covers a range from 100 degrees to 350 degrees. It's a little bit lower than your standard soldering iron, which tends to cover around about 200 to 450 degrees. Now this is the kit. I've already unboxed it for you, there's no need to go through the unboxing. You get the power transformer base unit. This comes with a handy place to store your sponge. Sponge is included, as is this wire stand that pops into here, and you would use that for holding your soldering wand. Now your soldering wand here is a 40 watt 18 volt soldering wand, and you can see on the end there it's got a screwdriver type tip on it. This is ideal as the screwdriver tip has a larger thermal mass, makes it easier for soldering, certainly the slightly heavier components that require a lot of heat put into them before the solder will melt against them. You also get with it, as normal, your instructions there. It's always worthwhile having a look through the instructions. It gives you guides on care and maintenance of your station. The station also has your temperature adjustment on here. You would set that to match the job you have in hand, whether it's a heavier soldering job that requires a slightly larger thermal mass or higher temperature to get your work flowing nicely, or whether you're working on something that's nice and delicate, in which case you would have the temperature timed down a little bit there. The wand itself will just plug into this connector here, and then you have a standard power line. Now this is designed to operate at 240 volts and comes with a standard 3-pin UK style plug there. All pre-wired, ready to go. Next we're moving on to the Arduino breadboard kit. Now as you can see here, we've got a selection of components. Now, these components have been designed specifically to build a breadboard clone. The breadboard's here. Now, you get the breadboard, an 80MEGA328. This is preloaded with the Arduino bootloader, so it's ready to go out of the packet. You also get your crystal and the capacitors for your crystal. You get some capacitors for smoothing the power supply, a resistor, a reset button, and you also get this electrolytic capacitor to enable you to program it using an FDDI board, for instance. And on the website for this pack you'll get full assembly instructions as well. Right, next up we have this Oracle Java Embedded Applications pack. Now this is currently supplied without a Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pis are available on the website. and you will need a Pi 5V source, a 4GB card with the relevant software on it, an Ethernet cable as well. Now this complete pack is supplied with a breadboard for building all your projects on, and a nice pack of goodies here. Now I'll open this up and run through exactly what you get in the pack here. So you get a red, yellow and green set of large LEDs there. A capacitor, some tactile buttons there and some resistors. You also get an ultimate GPS module. You get a pressure sensor. That's a BMP 180. You also get the Pi cobbler fully assembled. This has been soldered up by ourselves, ready to go, so there's no soldering required for this kit. You also get a Wi-Fi dongle there as well. A nice set of jumpers in various lengths. And finally, you get a USB to TTL console cable. And all these parts are recommended to go along with the tutorial series as well. And that concludes this week's new product post. Thanks for watching.